Hello, I'm Luke Hardy and I'm an agronomist for Agrovista based in the Midlands. Today we're in Staffordshire and we're going to look at winter barley, winter wheat and winter oilseed rape. We are now in a crop of winter wheat. The variety is Siskin. It was drilled on the 25th of September at 225 seeds per square metre. The seed was deter treated. The crop we're in now is now established well and it's now tillering, and you can see that this crop is now at growth stage 23. We know that it's tillering because obviously we have shoots coming from the base and we have 3 tillers. We have 1, 2 and 3. You can also see there a slight little bit of slug damage there from earlier on in the season. Slug pressure was quite high early on in September here because it was quite wet, but following the dry October and exceptionally dry November, the slug pressure now has reduced. This particular crop of wheat was treated with deter seed treatment, and at the seed rate that this farmer used, I would expect to have about 8 weeks protection from barley yellow dwarf virus. I'm not anticipating to follow up with further insecticide on this crop, but what I will do is monitor through November. This farm has mixed populations of grass weeds, so we have some blackgrass, some ryegrass and some sterile brome. So this crop was treated pre-emergence with a robust treatment consisting of pendimethalin, flufenicet and diflufenicam. Here you can see we've got some blackgrass that's just emerged. It's come through the pre-emergence treatment. Currently Atlantis still works on this farm, so my advice to this farm is that we will follow up this autumn with some Atlantis and I will top it up with some more residual to hopefully get control of it. Because soil conditions are so dry at the moment, this particular farmer is now applying all of his phosphate and potash recommendations, and I would suggest that because soil conditions are so dry, it is a good job to get done this autumn. This is a crop of winter barley. It's a hybrid variety of barley called Bazooka. It was drilled at 200 seeds per square metre at the beginning of October. As you can see, conditions are very dry. We've not had a lot of rain since this crop went in, and actually on this heavy land we could actually do with some more moisture. This particular crop is at growth stage 13. We know it's at 13 because we have the first leaf, the second leaf and the third leaf is just emerging. As you can see, the conditions are quite dry and cloddy because we have grass weeds on this farm. The farmer ploughed the land here. You can see we've ploughed it and we've lost a fair bit of moisture during the ploughing process. The crop was sprayed pre-emergence with a robust pre-emergence consisting of flufenicet, diflufenicam and pendimethalin. The seed wasn't deter treated, so when the crop was at 2 leaf it received an autumn insecticide, a pyrethroid for BYDV. I'm currently monitoring this crop now to see whether we need to follow up again and put some more insecticide on. We're now in a crop of oilseed rape. The variety is DK Imperial. It was drilled on the 20th of August. With it being Imperial, it's a clearfield variety because historically we've had severe problems on this farm with charlock and runch. So by being a clearfield variety, we can apply the Chloranda onto this crop and obviously control the brassica weeds sufficiently. This crop of oilseed rape was sown at about 50 seeds per square metre. As you can see, it's established well. Actually, it's not too far forward. There are a lot of forward crops of rape this year and we are considering using growth regulators to hold some back. But as you can see, this is actually just the right size. You can see that obviously it's established well. There's a nice fibrous root system, long tap root in it, which is exactly what we want to see at this time of the year. The herbicides that we've used on this crop was a pre-emergence of clomazone. Then it had nothing more till the crop was at about 6 to 8 true leaves, and a fortnight ago we applied the Chloranda herbicide, which is a selective herbicide that has controlled this charlock here and the runch and obviously has not touched the oilseed rape. This current crop has only had 1 autumn pyrethroid insecticide for flea beetle. Because there was so much moisture around at drilling, the crops went into moisture well, they came out the ground quickly and 1 treatment seemed to have been enough. So far this autumn, disease pressure in the oilseed rape has been relatively low. However, I am seeing phoma starting to move into these crops now. That classic fawn-shaped legion with the black fruiting bodies, the pycnidia in the middle. So this week I am applying fungicide for phoma and the light leaf spot together with some propizamide for grassweed control.